My name is Taryn.
This is Adam.
And we are going to be doing the edible plate boundary experiment. And in this experiment, we're going to be using Milky Way bars. So the reason why we chose these Milky Way bars is because on the top, which would be the chocolate, it's more rigid and more hard. And that would explain what the lithosphere is. However, in the inside of our Milky Way bars, it's caramel, and the caramel basically represents the magma inside the mantle. Magma would basically be soft rock. And that would also be the area of where the asthenosphere is. So the first plate boundary we're going to do is divergent. And remember, divergent is when you pull apart. So like it goes away from each other. So what you're going to do with your Milky Way bar is you're going to want to take it, and with your fingernail, you're just going to want to just do this. You're just going to do that like a bunch of times. Like you're just going to press on the Milky Way bar and create these cracks against each other. Now, these cracks represent the tectonic plates between each other. So now divergent is when you pull away from each other. So now we're going to make these tectonic plates pull away from each other. What you're going to want to do is hold it and then just push away from each other. And after that, I think I've done good. And you see here, now you can see the caramel inside the chocolate bar. And you see there are caramels between the gap, and this caramel represents the asthenosphere. So whenever divergent happens, it creates like a gap, and then after that, this caramel, which represents the magma, will start to come out of the crust. And that's how it creates a volcano.
So this is this is the Milky Way and how I cracked. You could take a look at the back, see how this crack at the back happens.
So whenever divergent happens, the land gets separated from each other, magma comes out of the surface, and then new islands could be formed. In the real world, you can take the example of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Here, the North American plate and the Eurasian plate are separated from each other. So, again, you're going to want to use your other Milky Way bar, and you're going to want to put cracks in it to represent the tectonic plates. So let's start doing that. Okay, so I got mine completed. Are you ready?
Almost. Yeah.
So convergent means that you're going to want to they're going to want to come together this time. The tectonic plates want to come together. So now, instead of spreading them apart, we're going to want to squish them together and see what happens. Okay. So if you look at it, the land started from being flat to starting to go up as like a mountain. And this actually happens. For example, you can take the Himalayan mountains. The Indian plate and the Eurasian plate got connected together, and when they got connected together, the Himalayan mountains started forming. And the Himalayan mountains are the most largest mountain range in the entire world. Another example I can give you is the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench happened between the Philippine Islands and the ocean. So you see here, these two, they got together. And when they got, the continental plate, it's less dense than the oceanic plate. So the oceanic plate started to sink into the mantle. And when it started to sink into the mantle, the deepest point in that ocean would be a trench. And this trench is the Mariana Trench. It is known as the deepest trench in the world. Another example I can give you is the Andes Mountain, which happened between the Nazca Plate and also the South American Plate. You can find these mountains on the western coast of South America.
And the mountains are in Chile.
Next plate boundary in this experiment would be the transform boundary. So again, you're going to want to put your fingernail and push into the Milky Way to make the tectonic plate. So let's start that. Okay, so I got mine set. Is yours set?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're going to want to push one side towards this side and the other one towards this side. So let's start that. So as you can see, like some crumbs were starting to fall and stuff, and you can take this as cities or homes, and you can see that as the effect whenever a transform boundary comes.
And this is how mine looks, and with this, a movement of ground causes earthquake.
Example I can give you guys is San Andreas Fault in California, USA.
I hope when you go to the store, you see Milky Way, and I hope you remember that as play the boundaries. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.